Sun don't stop for nobody, man. That sun is gonna be up in the morning regardless of how I feel. The sun is gonna shine in the morning, and at nighttime the moon gonna be there. And you're gonna look up, these days gonna keep going by. So do you let the days go by and look up and you done wasted a year doing what?
I want you to live the life you were meant to live. Not the life that was given to you. Because I made up in my mind, that's the life y'all gave me. I'm not taking that no more.
A lot of life is uncomfortable. A lot of this experience it's not easy. It's not, I don't care who you are, it's not easy waking up first thing in the morning. You don't always want to get up out of bed. You're signing up to have some moments where it's really uncomfortable and painful.
What are we going to forgive right now? And what are we going to say, the buck stops here, no more, I'm not putting up with it. Because I'm tired of playing grab with yourself. I'm going to cut the man.
Tomorrow morning, when the alarm goes off, you're going to launch yourself out of bed like a rocket ship. You're going to move so fast, you're not going to be in that bed when that anxiety hits.
If I'm going to seek success, I've got to define what sacrifices are required in order to step into it.
And the gateway for all of us to blow up. You can't start where I am now. You got to start where I started.
I know it's painful. Every time you got to make a sacrifice, but I'm telling you, the pain of success is better than the pain of failure. And now is the time for you to make a decision on what pain you want.
I'm not content because I know where I came from and I don't ever want to go back. That means I don't want to go back to living like I once was.
The separation of talent and skill is one of the greatest misunderstood concepts for people who are trying to excel, who have dreams, that want to do things. Talent you have naturally. Skill is only developed by hours and hours and hours of beating on your craft.
Decide that you're going to push yourself. There's greatness in you. And you've got to learn how to tune out the critics outside and the critic inside. And since I'm going to do this, I'm going to harness my will, and I'm not going to let anything stop me.
That's what I'm asking you to do. What fuels you? The reason why you're so lazy is not because you don't have the ability. You're so lazy because your dream's so small.
Failure is painful. Failure is painful. I know it's painful to wake up early in the morning when you really want to sleep. I know it's painful when you got to study when everybody else is outside playing.
In what world do we not work every day?
Working hard is the cost of entry of winning.
90% is work, but the last 10%, that's fight. Can we make that happen? Can we make that happen? Can we make that happen? I'm talking about beast mode.
Dude, you've been a repeat offender. It hadn't been paying you back. You've been regretting that choice every time you make it, and you keep frickin' making it. Cut, man. Evolve. Turn the page. No more.
I profoundly believe that you are one decision away from a different life. We make the mistake of believing that because our problems are big or because our dreams are so big, that somehow the solution to achieving those dreams or to solving those problems must be enormous too, when in truth it's the opposite.
Here's what people do. They're unhappy, you're not where you're at, so you put your time into dumb shit like 2K and Netflix and Fortnite because you're escaping your real life. Your time's not worth anything when you're unhappy. So put it into making yourself happy, which is the fucking work to get you to where you want.
Most of us have been conditioned not to take a risk. People ask me all the time, what does it take to be happy? And I always tell them it's really simple. One word, progress. Progress equals happiness. If you keep growing, you're gonna feel alive. And if you keep growing, you're gonna have more to give. And when you're growing and giving is when life is magnificent. It doesn't matter how many statues, Oscars they give you, or Emmys, or how much money you have in the bank. Everybody's focusing on the outside world, and hell, there's a lot of things in the outside world you'll never be able to control. You can influence, but you can't control it. This, your mind, your emotions, your body, you have 100% control over what you do with these things, and that's where the game is won. You win the inner game, then you win the outer game. But a lot of people spent their life trying to win the outer game, they won, and they're miserable.
I know you've been waiting for everything to line up perfectly, and you've been waiting for the right teachers, and you've been waiting for the right school, You've been waiting for the right time. No, you're not waiting for the perfect time. You're making it the perfect time. Now is the time for you to say, I'm ready. I'm ready to take the next step. What you gonna do now that you've heard all the information? I want you to take that now, and I want you to make that some fuel, yeah. Now it's time for you to get fueled up. I want you to get sick and tired of being sick and tired. I want you to get sick and tired of being average. I want you to get so mad. I need you to get fueled up. I need you to get fired up.
Like, I want you to understand, like, I don't know your story. I don't know the depths of what some of you have had to deal with. But I'm here to tell you, man, you can do hard things. And as long as there's breath in your lungs, there's hope in your heart too. And as long as you continue to understand that no feeling is final. Today, life may suck for some of you. Today, life may be amazing for some of you. But what I do know are there are mountains and there are valleys. And to realize I can only control what I can control. I can control how I treat people. I can control the things that I do with my energy and my time. And I'm going to continue to refuse to believe that I can't.
What's your book look like? What does your fucking book look like? Like your life is a book. You got a bunch of chapters in your book, but when they close that book, how good was your book? What was the ending to your book? If the ending to my book can be so amazing because of all that was done, not the money, all that was accomplished, the first to do, the man that did this, he caused the merger between this. Because of his commitment and growth to this, the communities were then given this. All of the things that can be associated with you and your existence become a part of the chapters in your book. So my drive is about my book.